What's up guys, welcome back to RC. Today we have SPCMaker minival here and this looks crazy nice, man. So I believe this is a second version or second generation because of the propeller now underneath instead of being on top. That looks like much better looking as with all the mini drone from SPCMaker before. So appearance wise, this is wow, really great looking, but performance, I told Banggood it was suck and I was wrong. Sorry, SPCMaker. So what actually happened was, in the previous generation, there was issue with very short flight time and also overheating VTX. From my experience, it seems like they didn't solve it on the second generation, but I was wrong. So first thing first was the VTX. Yes, it does overheating as I was figuring out how to change my frequency, and then it just cut off itself due to overheat protection. Immediately I put a fan blowing to it, I get my image back immediately. And then later on I found out that I can actually adjust the frequency and power from the OSD menu when you just put up your drone. That is a small issue. As long as you're flying, there's a wind blowing through, then that's fine. Then another two issue, which is not really an issue. One is very loud noise, the other one is very short flight time. I'm a person who can tell propeller which way they are without looking at the number, but the propeller that comes in this is really confusing. This is something new to me. So it was caused by having this propeller installed in a wrong direction and also the wrong type of propeller. So when I first tried it, it was very loud because the propeller was somehow reversed or putting a wrong one. It was so loud that it's like piercing through your ears. So because you have installed the prop wrongly, definitely the flight time will be short as well because it's not as efficient as it should. To make sure that you install it correctly, instead of looking from this way while you're installing, you can look from this way. So you can clearly see that it's just like your previous gen where the propeller is on top. So it's much easier to distinguish which is the correct way. Because how I found this out is because, well, I did swap the propeller myself, swap it to another way, but it doesn't work, it's still the same. And well, it actually reversed the thrust. It's blowing upward instead of blowing downward. Then days ago, I went to another event and then I told someone who has I think a better FPV that this sucks, don't buy. But I was definitely wrong. But him did try changing the propeller after I showed it to him how noisy it is. I think we swapped like 4 times until we finally managed to get the propeller, the right type of propeller and the right kind of orientation and also the flip side. So then immediately, whoa, I find this is a really great drone. This has improved a lot, and I got 3 minutes out of this 3-cell 350 mAh battery because I want a longer flight time from a higher voltage and also huge power on tap, which on 3S for my kind of flying is kind of overpowered. You can easily overshot, but it's still manageable because the other issue is because I'm using an X-Lite, so the throttle throw the stick throw is kind of short compared to the other remote. So probably I'll try this on another remote as well. You can check out the link in description for this unit for the spec. The one I chose is FrSky XM Plus. Battery is a 3S 350 mAh, get about 3 minutes. Specs over on the FC and VTX you can check on the link in description. Also antenna here, I think it can be improved. Currently it's configured this way, pointing horizontally. After the review, I'll probably make it a V shape and then changing this antenna as well because this VTX antenna has really sucked. It's worse than even my Mobula with a copper antenna that works so well. This is where you put your SD card, micro SD card slot, and it records in 1080p 60 frames per second. But quality wise, I think it's not as good as my Mobula 6 run cam, although both are run cam. But probably I think this require a setting on the color because I really hate the color is quite dark. I think it's a matter of setting, getting the right setting because I've been very happy with run cam cameras compared to Cadix. Run cam is much better than Cadix. So let's check out the flight video. I'll show you in here. So this is the second flight. And a disclaimer, I'm not a freestyle pilot. I mostly fly in stabilized mode. So I did a punch out here, and then I did try flipping it, and I really can't yet get used to it. It feels really weird, very different for me. So I just get down and then tried it. So that was a horizon mode. So this horizon mode, and then still trying to flip it. It's really odd for me. Let's just
be careful not to drop into this water puddle as well. So now I've put it into stabilize mode to go slow. I really worry of dropping it into this water puddle. I'm just flying slowly, doing some proximity flying. It's a wet day, it's after rain, so the air is really calm, so you can gauge the performance much more accurately, as there should be less bouncing as well in this mode because it's a stabilized mode. And this is my usual circuit where I try my tiny mini drone, tiny whoop. Got some kids playing over there. So this is normally the route that I go. Whoops. So careful not to get too close to the kids, but they are of course very happy to see such little drone flying around them. And normally from the goggle I can hardly see from here, so usually I just go near and then just react to it at the very last minute. From far it actually doesn't look like I can go through. So from here suddenly there's changes in image quality, it's like a little bit blurry. And because this is on 3S and I'm on a very strong stabilized mode, so I can't really punch it throttle too high as my camera is not pointing up as well. 3S is really crazy powerful, and normally below ground at this moment here, normally the video signal is not as good, which is normal. So I did a punch again, just for fun. And there's a weird thing that happens here that I just suddenly I lost signal and then regained signal. That was a very scary moment as we were very close to the kids, and I'm on 3S, although this is a really small little quad. So some more close proximity flying for fun. Now we're around 3 minutes already. 3 minutes of flight time. So do like and subscribe and click the notification button as well, because I'll continue to provide more valuable reviews to you guys. Thank you. See you on the next video. Bye.